We're now going to look at list comprehensions. List comprehensions are an alternative way to construct a list, and it turns out that they're not completely necessary. Anything you could do with a list comprehension, you could do a normal way that you already know. However, they sometimes allow us to write code very concisely that actually is very clear. So let's look at these examples. So the basic syntax for a list comprehension is that you actually start out, you start out with a list, and then you do the for loop to build it up inside of the list. So I'll say for I in range 10. So this is your for loop. And then basically before the for loop, you use the loop variable and put it there. So for instance, if I just wanted it to be the numbers from 0 to 10, then I put I here. And so if I print A, I get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could also do 2 times I. So now it'd be 2 times every I for I in range 10. So like 2 times 0, 2 times 1, blah, blah, blah. So I get 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 onwards. So in this way, we can do pretty much anything using list comprehensions. But note that you could also build up the list just doing the normal way. A equals 0 for I in range 10. A dot append I times 2. So it's basically a more concise way to do all of this. Now, on top of just being able to do for loops to build up your list, you can also do conditional checks. So I can say A is equal to I for I in range 100, but let's say I only want it to be a multiple of 5. So I could say if I mod 5 is equal to 0. So the goal of this is essentially to read like English. So this if statement is basically filtering out which i's actually go in the list. So it's like all the i's for I in range 100 if I mod 5 is equal to 0. So we should expect 0, 5, 10, and onwards to be in the list. So now if we print A, we get 0, 5, 10, 15, just as we expected. So you can do these type of things with list comprehensions, and this is probably the most complicated you'd want to get, a for loop with an if statement, and you can build up lists anyway doing this.